We're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting adventure, an episode of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Animation Edition. It's episode 2 of season 8, and I'm very excited about today's episode because we have on a contestant whom I've talked with multiple times over the years, but I've never actually met in person, or at least seen in person. So we have with us Mr. Brian Albert Vega. How are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. And for people who aren't familiar with you, care to introduce yourself and what your relationship with animation is?
Yeah. My name is Brian Albert Vega. I am an animator. I am an animator myself. I post videos on my YouTube channel, Balbert Animation. I post shorter things on my Instagram, Balbert_art. And then also I'm working on a pilot for an animated series called House of Rejects with Paper Crown Pictures in Chicago.
You're like the most important person I've ever had on this show. Congratulations. An actual animator. So yeah,
Thank you.
I'll put links to those down below afterwards. And for those of you who are new to this show, this is a 12-question multiple choice game about anything remotely related to the field of animation. As long as Brian keeps getting questions right, he goes higher up the ladder. Once he gets one wrong, that's the end of the game. He leaves with the last number of points from the last safe haven. He has 3 lifelines to help him. 50-50 gets rid of 2 wrong answers. Phone a friend if he chooses. He can call someone for help or ask the expert. This season, our expert is Mr. Skylar Schuler of Diz Insider fame. He's won the game show last season. I've asked him all the questions for this season. Brian can see how he answered, decide if he wants to go with that or not. And if he gets to the 32,000 point, he gets the double dip, which is a brand new lifeline for this season, where he gets 2 chances at guessing at an answer. For that lengthy instruction, Brian, are you ready to play Millionaire?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
I feel very nervous considering if I get something wrong, I'm gonna feel like a fake animator.
No worries. I have confidence in you. Can you see my screen?
In a bit, it will come. It is there.
It will come and it's there. And excuse me. Again, this is your ladder of points. Remember, the yellow ones are your benchmarks. Once you get to those, you can't lose them no matter what. And everyone, this is Skylar Schuler. Check out his website, The Diz Insider, thedizinsider.com. They're pretty much at the forefront of getting Disney news and inside scoop, so I definitely recommend checking them out. Ryan, let's start. 500 points, sir. According to the title of a popular song in the animated 2021 Disney canon film Encanto, whom don't we talk about? Is it Elmo, Groucho, Bruno, or Columbo?
I luckily just watched this, so I'm going to say C, Bruno. That's a
Nothing's
final answer.
nothing's final to say final answer, so take your time, but I think you got that one correct. Congratulations. We don't talk about Bruno indeed. What do you think of Encanto overall?
Oh, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I got to see it. I got to see a part of it early, actually.
Oh, nice.
So I got real. I was really excited about it, and then I got to see it, and then I was all like, "Oh, this is great! This is so good."
What year was that when you got to see an early part of it?
Uh, Last year,
Oh, last year. Okay.
2021, like maybe about a month before it came out.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I like this movie a lot too. I think, in my opinion, I think it's the best Disney movie in the canon since Moana.
Oh yeah, I can get behind that.
Mm,
It's really good.
it's really good, and I love Lin-Manuel Miranda's soundtrack on it.
Oh
And
yeah.
the characters, the story. I love it. All right, Brian, the next one's a 1,000 points. I have to remind you, if you get that wrong, you'll leave with nothing. I don't think that's going to happen, so don't be scared. But just have to remind you. 1,000 points. Let's go. What was Illumination Entertainment's first film, which introduced the world to the characters of Gru and the Minions? Was it The Lorax, Hop, Despicable Me, or The Secret Life of Pets?
Ah yes, I love this movie. This might be my favorite Illumination movie. So I'm gonna say C, Despicable Me. Final answer.
Well, you love this movie, so hopefully your memory serves you right. Your answer is correct. Congratulations, Brian. No matter what happens, you have 1,000 points no matter what. Yeah, I don't think the Illumination even realized how popular the Minions would be once the first movie came out. They're everywhere now.
Oh yeah.
And every like lower, not lower, but every like more minor animation companies, whenever they make a movie, they try to recapture the characters of the minions in their
Oh yeah,
films. I remember
definitely.
like Norm of the North stands out to me.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that movie until you mentioned it.
I think that movie has sequels too, if I'm not
It
mistaken.
does?
At least one.
Oh, now I have to watch them.
Okay, you torture yourself. I'm not gonna do it. But anyway, Brian, you're doing wonderful. Let's keep going. 2,000 points. Where does the ogre Shrek live in the beginning of the animated 2001 DreamWorks animation film Shrek? Is it in the mountains? Does he live in a swamp? Does he live in a desert? Or does he live in a meadow?
Well, this is I love again. Actually okay. I love Shrek 2. Shrek I'm kind of mad on, but I love Shrek 2, and I love just Shrek in general. So I'm gonna say B in a swamp. Final answer.
You're just whizzing through these. Your answer is correct. I have a very uh, unpopular opinion. Overall, I don't like the Shrek movies.
You know what? That is so valid.
Yeah, I never got into them, even from the first film. Like this one's probably my favorite of the four, but
Oh really?
I actually like Puss in Boots a lot. Like that, if we're including that, I like that the best.
I do like the second one looks fantastic.
Can't wait for that. I think it's coming out
That
Christmas.
looks yeah, that looks actually really good.
Yeah, I wonder if it's kind of late because I don't know if is there still hype for Puss in Boots now, but I'm hoping it does well.
I mean, visually, I think it looks fantastic, so it might just survive off of that.
Like the trailer, there's like the Goldilocks and her assassin bears. That
Yeah.
just seems amazing, man. I can't wait to see that. All right, Brian, let's keep going. 5,000 points. Which band were the vultures in the animated 1967 Disney canon film The Jungle Book modeled after and originally planned to be voiced by? Was it Pink Floyd, the Rolling Stones, the Beach Boys, or the Beatles?
um, I originally was like, I know this answer, but then you like read through the answer, like, do I know this answer?
But take your
So
time. Yeah,
I'm gonna. I know it's not Pink Floyd. If that was the case, that'd be hilarious, and that would change the movie and also my view of Walt Disney as a person. But obviously, that did not happen. Very much.
that would be something.
Also, probably not very possible, but I'm gonna say
So take your time. You have lifelines if you want to use them,
I don't want
unless
to
you're sure.
use I don't want to use my stuff right away.
What are you leaning towards right now?
I'm leaning towards the Beatles. Like that was my gut. Like you asked the question, I went, "Oh, it's the Beatles," because they all have like Liverpool accents. Uh, and I know it's not the Beach Boys. Um, and I feel like it's not the Rolling Stones. Like that's like the next possible answer. It could be, but just like the way that they look, they all have the hair. They all have Liverpool accents. If it's not the Beatles, I'd feel horrible. I feel like I feel dumb. So I'm just gonna go with my gut here and say D, the Beatles' final answer.
All right. This is the first question that you had to think a little bit, and you went with the Beatles. Brian, you get this right, you keep going. You get it wrong. It was nice having you. Your answer is correct.
Whew, there you go.
Congratulations. Yeah, they do have the hair and the Republican accents, and from what I researched, apparently John Lennon either didn't want to voice the characters in the movie, or they were just too busy to voice the characters in the movie. But the plan was that they were supposed to voice the characters in the movie. That'd be something. The
That
Beatles
would
and
be
animated movie.
something. Yeah, Disney movie.
Disney with the Beatles. I mean, they did do an animated film, The Yellow Submarine, which I never
Right.
saw.
It's an interesting movie.
And I was excited for they were going to remake Yellow Submarine a few, like
Right.
I guess, like 10 years ago, but then that got canceled. So I was excited for that. But
Yeah, I would love to see that be done.
mhm. And they were gonna do it in motion capture style, so that'd have been awesome. But
Yeah, and it would like if it's motion capture and it's like weirdly surreal, it would probably give people nightmares, but and also like good meme fodder, I bet. Like
well,
it's
maybe that's why they postponed it because memes weren't around then. Waited for now. All right, Brian. You're doing amazing. You still have all your lifelines. You're 3 away from the next benchmark. Let's see if we can get you at least there. 10,000 points. In which Ice Age film is Peaches, the mammoth daughter, Manny, and Ellie born?
Oh crap. Okay.
Dawn of the Dinosaurs. Is it a collision course? The meltdown? Or continental drift? Is this a hard one for you?
It's a little hard because the good thing is I remember Peaches. So and I haven't seen Collision Course. So it's not that one.
There's
Rest in
usually
peace,
old
Blue
knocking.
Sky. First off, rest in peace, Blue Sky. First of all, I was supposed to meet with them, and then I got an email saying we don't exist anymore. I was like, oh, okay,
Oh, well, that's
bye.
sad. But at least,
Yeah,
hey, you have a story to tell your grandkids.
yeah, yeah. So I definitely don't think it's Collision Course. I haven't seen Continental Drift in a while. That's the fourth one.
I don't think I can allowed to say because that might help for her.
Yeah, that's true. That will help. I'm not going to ask them. um, I remember Continental Drift coming out. I'm pretty sure that's the fourth one because the first one's Ice Age. The second one's the Meltdown. Oh shoot, is third one the Dawn of the Dinosaurs? My hunch says Dawn of the Dinosaurs. That's just my hunch. But I don't think it's a strong enough a hunch to like really be like I'm just gonna like
But
Hail Mary
you
it.
have your lifelines to use, but
Yeah,
just keep in mind, Skylar's main thing is Disney,
is Disney.
so he might not know it, or he might. You never know.
That's true. That is true. Um,
It's your time. We have on it.
that's interesting. Because I don't think it's the Meltdown, and I don't think it's Collision Course. Because I'm pretty sure Ellie's in the Meltdown. That's where she's introduced because she thinks she's like a possum or something,
So,
right? Yeah, no problem. But yeah, she thinks she's like a possum, right? And that's what happens in the Meltdown, and then the Dawn of the Dinosaurs is after that, right? I think. Hmm.
I can't confirm or deny.
I know. I'm saying I'm asking all these questions as if you can actually help me, but it's
Yeah, the answer is
um. Oh gosh, do I want to use a lifeline at 10,000 points? That's my thing.
if you get it wrong, you go down to 1,000, and that's the end of the game. And like I said, if no one gets to the million, the top 5 will come back for a second round, and 1,000 points might not be enough for that.
Yeah, I figured. That'd be bad. That'd be pretty bad. So I mean, you know what? I'm gonna. Ah, shoot. Okay, I think I do want to use a lifeline on this one.
You have the expert, you have 50-50.
Um, I see the thing is if I use the 50-50, there is also a chance that it'll give me just A and D, which is the ones that I'm just split on. So I feel like the odds on that one are pretty bad. I'm gonna ask an expert on this one.
Okay, so we could use one of your lifelines. We asked Skylar, what did he say? He said, I have only seen the first Ice Age.
Great!
Based on my knowledge of the trailers, I would guess B.
Man, I'm glad I used that one. And that's not true. That's just not true. Is it?
Skylar
Is
did.
it true?
Skylar didn't know this one, but he's guessing B just on the trailer because he hasn't seen them. But you, like you said, you haven't seen B either.
I haven't seen B either, and I remember Peaches.
So
I'm just gonna go with yeah, okay, wait, I do remember now. In one of the movies, Peaches is a child, and in the second one, she's like a teenager. So if she's not in the meltdown. Unless she is, and I'm just stupid. But oh man, this is bad. Okay, I'm just, you know what? I don't want to use another lifeline right away. I don't, like,
The
and
50-50, yeah.
yeah, I don't want to do that. So you know what? Let's just do it. A, Ice Age, Dawn of the Dinosaurs. Final answer.
Oh, Brian, how sure are you?
Not at all. Not at all. I haven't watched these movies in like forever.
Well, Brian, this was the first hard one. You went with Skylar. Unfortunately he didn't help that much, but your gut was saying A. You went with A. You get it right. You keep going. You get it wrong. That's the end of the game, Brian. Your answer is correct.
Oh man.
Wow.
Wow.
It was so much fun for me to watch your gears in your mind just like churning at full speed. But yeah, the Dawn dinosaurs. She was actually Peaches is born in the dinosaur world when they go down to the subterranean
Right.
level. So yeah, I watched these movies recently because
Oh really?
when Blue Sky uh, ceased to exist, I decided to
Yeah.
go through a marathon to watch all 13 films again. So
Oh, that's awesome.
and I realized how many Ice Age films there was.
There are more than I thought there were.
Because then they made, remember Disney, they made the new one, Ice Age
Yeah.
Adventures of Buck Wild, which
Yeah,
has
yeah.
some of the most frightening animation I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
it's bad. It's just bad. I'm sorry. If this is public and I eventually get a job offer from any of these people, just forget it. But forget I said that.
But yeah, I'll say it because they're not going to offer me a job. But yes, it was quite fair. But Brian, yeah, I can confirm you are not stupid. You're doing very well. Okay, Brian, you're 2 away from the next benchmark. You have 2 lifelines. Let's keep going. 20,000. The animated Walter Lantz character, Chili Willy, is what kind of animal? A walrus, a polar bear, a penguin, or a leopard seal? Are you familiar with this character?
Vaguely. I watched a bunch of Walter Lantz cartoons when I was a kid, and I'm trying to remember Chili Willy. Um, because the thing is I remember all the Walter Lantz characters, but it's like I don't remember their names.
The name.
So this is gonna be a tough one. So
So take your time, and you have the 2 lifelines as well. Still.
um to be fair, like before I could like it's like, oh, if I can like connect the dots and kind of like parse my way to an answer. This one I actually just have no clue. So I'm just gonna go with 50-50 on this one.
Okay, you don't want to ask either on the 50-50. Okay, so
Nah, I'll just do the 50-50
just
on
do
this one.
50-50, and we'll get rid of 2. What are you leading towards just for fun?
My gut says walrus.
Okay, so
That was my gut feeling when I saw it.
let's get rid of 2 wrong answers for you. These are randomized, and 50-50. It's not walrus.
Cool, good to know. That makes me happy.
Penguin or leopard seal?
Um,
You could take a guess, or you could use your last lifeline.
I don't know. I don't think this isn't very Disney. This is very Universal. So, I don't think asking an expert will be helpful. I'm trying to think when I think Chili Willy and I think of old like 30s era cartoons and I think of what is marketable. Um, I would go with Penguin if I were an animator in the 30s and I had a character named Chili Willy. I would kind of go for Penguin. If it's Leopard Seal, really odd choice of animal. Like that's a weird choice of animal. So I'm gonna go with C, Penguin, and that's final answer.
Okay, you weren't 100% sure either. 150-50. Penguin, is it right? Brian, your answer is correct.
Wow. Okay.
Congratulations. Yeah, leopard seal is not a very marketable
There.
animal.
Yeah. Okay. I know him.
That's Chili Willy.
Yeah. Of course, I know him.
I grew up with a lot of the Walter Lantz cartoons, like the Woody Woodpecker gang. So Woody
Right.
Woodpecker, Chili Willy, Andy Panda. So there was a walrus, but his name is Wally. Wally Walrus.
Wally Walrus, right. I
So
have these guys on DVD. I remember.
nice. But we're glad we got that one right. But yeah, I wish they would make a new Woody Woodpecker show, but maybe it's not popular now. I don't know.
They did try that live action
Oh yeah, that one
reboot that did not do very well. But
that wasn't that only like Brazil or something. They didn't really show it in
yeah, they didn't. It wasn't in theaters. It was
Mexico.
pretty much DVD only.
Well, that went well, didn't it?
Yeah,
All right, Brian. The next one's at 32,000 points. If you get that right, you will have 32,000 no matter what, which is a good number to have, and
that is pretty
you will get the double dip on Lifeline.
good. Ooh.
But you have to get it right first. So let's see. 32,000. What is the name of the trophy that the main characters attempt to steal in the animated 2022 DreamWorks animation film The Bad Guys? Is it the Golden Porpoise, the Golden Dolphin, the Golden Manatee, or the Golden Seahorse?
I haven't watched this yet.
Okay.
It's funny. I've been meaning to watch this for the past week. I go, oh, one of these days I'll take a day off and I'll watch The Bad Guys.
It's really good.
Because my friend has a copy and he said you should watch, and I'm like, yeah, I'll borrow your copy and I'll watch it.
It's really good. I highly recommend. If only you did that before.
I know, right? And I know I know some people who actually worked on this one, so not super well, but you know, we have the similar circles.
Yeah. And
gosh,
it's all about networking there. Yeah.
Right.
So here you have the last expert. You could use that. Again, this isn't Disney.
Yeah, it's not Disney. It's pretty recent, so it's not real. So he could have watched it. He could have not have watched it.
Just like
you know. So it's, but I mean, I guess it's better than. To be fair, I guess it's better than kind of going in blind because I've already used.
You use other two. Yeah, that's your last one for now.
So, and if I get this, and I fail the next one horribly, I still have this. So I mean,
still have 32,000.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'd much rather lose later than now. So I'll ask the expert on this one.
All right, Skylar.
Let's hope he watched it.
Skylar, did you see this one? Let's ask him. Oh, see this Guess A.
You know what? It's funny. I was gonna guess A too.
Oh, okay, the Golden Porpoise. Okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, that was just my guess, like total guess.
So let me remind you: you get this wrong, you go down to 1,000. Or what you could also do, you could walk away with 20,000, which might be good enough for round two. It's not the best, but it's better than 1,000. Or you can take a guess. It's your choice. But those are the three options.
Ooh, that is a very I did think about that. I didn't think about that.
I've had seasons in the past where 20,000 was enough for someone to go to the top 5 the next round.
Really? Wow.
Not every season, but some. But it's definitely better than 1,000.
Yeah, definitely better than 1,000. So I don't want to risk it. I don't. Well, one, this is just another thing telling me that I need to watch this movie because everyone's telling me to see it, and I've been meaning to see it. So I think I definitely am just. I'm gonna walk away here, and I'm gonna take my 20,000.
Brian, is that your final answer?
Yes, that is my final answer.
Brian, you played masterfully. You were very entertaining, amazing, and intellectual, smart contestant, which I enjoy having you. And you're walking with 20,000, I think, is a smart move to make. But if you were going to take a guess just for fun, what would you have said?
Well, Golden Porpoise.
If you told me Golden Porpoise final answer, you'd have been wrong.
Yeah.
It was the Golden Dolphin, actually.
Oh.
So yeah, it's a very good movie, and I really recommend it. They were trying to steal this Golden Dolphin trophy. But...
That's cool. Oh man, I need to see this. I need to see this movie.
Right after this call, go watch it.
Yeah, honestly, that's probably what I'm gonna do.
Well, Brian, it was wonderful having you. Like I said, if none of the other 8 contestants get to the million, we'll have a round 2, and if so, I'll let you know if you make it. Until then, It was wonderful having you. Is there anything you want to say, or how can people find you online?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
no,
if
we've been trying to. We were trying to get this to work last season, but our
yeah,
schedules didn't work. So I'm glad you were able to get it now.
yeah, no, what it just got real lucky this time around. I'm all like, oh yeah, I actually can do it this time. But yeah, like I said earlier, I'm online on my YouTube channel, Balbert Animation, and that's Balbert. Some people don't know, but and then also on Instagram, Balbert_art. Um, Check out papercrownpictures.com/HOR for information on my show that I'm working on. We're right in the middle of production right now. I've seen the animatic of the whole thing, and it's very exciting. I'm very excited for people to see it, and I'm even getting animation back, and it's awesome. We have a team from literally all over the world, like us from as far as like the Philippines to like Ecuador and like different places around the world. So a whole bunch of people are working really hard on this. It's not just me, and we're all really excited for people to see it.
I'm excited too, and maybe one day in the future I'll have a House of Rejects question on this show. So
Oh man.
we'll see. So for all you people watching, we've had 2 contestants so far. None of them made it to the million yet, but we have 8 more to go. Will one of them make it to the million? Watch and stay tuned. Take care. Bye.